Should you move to Barcelona? Yes or no? It's sunny, it's full of energy, and it's packed with culture. But is it the right place for you? Myself, I moved here 3 years ago and I didn't know anyone in the city. I started my business from scratch and built it up to like a nice company. Now in this video I'm going to tell you the good and bad sides of Barcelona, and at the end of the video you can decide yourself if you want to live here and move. Okay, let's start with the good stuff. First thing first, of course, the nice weather. Barcelona has good weather almost all year round, and of course the amazing beach lifestyle you can have here. So we're now at the beach. It's a little bit windy, more windy than usual, but it's beginning of May, and yeah, we're here at the beach at Barceloneta. And for me personally, what I like in the weekend is always go to the beach, go for a beach run, go for a beach workout, or in the summer just go for a swim. And yeah, that for me is really the best selling point of living in Barcelona. Then also good stuff is you have the mountains surrounding Barcelona, so you can go in the summer for a hike, or even in winter you can go for skiing. Like in like nearby for 2 hours, you can go to Andorra. It's like 3 hours from here, and you can go skiing. So you have the best of both worlds. You can go to the beach in summer and skiing in winter. So that's amazing. Barcelona has a very good outdoor living lifestyle. So you see a lot of people running and working out on the beach. So it's very active and lively. So if you like sports and activities outdoors, Barcelona is a perfect place. You can play beach volleyball, go for running, do beach workout. So it's a very active city in terms of sports. Another plus side of Barcelona is its amazing food culture you can find over here. There are a lot of great restaurants for a reasonable price. You can find a menu del día, that's a menu of the day, 3-course lunch for 15 euros. That's super affordable. That's another touch point of Barcelona. It's more affordable than other cities in Europe. If you compare Barcelona to London, Paris or Amsterdam, it's way cheaper. The rent got a bit more expensive, but still, if you compare the other cities in Western Europe or in Europe in general, Barcelona is quite affordable. The last thing I like about Barcelona is very international. I made friends from all over the world, and even though if you don't speak Spanish, it's easy to get around with just only English. Especially if you compare to other cities in Spain, Barcelona it's way easier to just go around with English. However, I would recommend learning a bit of basic Spanish to make your life easier. Now we're going to talk about the bad side of Barcelona. Things I don't like and most people don't like here. The safety is not as good. So in certain areas like this one, it's not as safe. So you have to watch out for your phone for pickpocketing. If you compare that to, for example, Amsterdam, where I'm from, I didn't feel as unsafe as here. I didn't have to watch my phone. So I would say that's a con of living in Barcelona. Then another thing is not as business friendly compared to other international cities. So for me, the government here is not pro-business and makes it more difficult for entrepreneurs to start their business here. Taxes are very high. If you're a freelancer, you get a tax out of you. So, and then there's just not much incentives, and there's a lot of new regulation coming. So that makes it a bit harder as an entrepreneur to start here in Barcelona. Then the third thing, I would say bureaucracy. So things go pretty slow. If you want to have a fast-paced environment, Barcelona is not the best place. So this is another thing. Like, you need to have a lot of patience if you want to get things done. You're depending also on other service providers here, change contracts. Believe me, you need a lot of patience here, and it's not going to be as fast as in Western Europe or United States or other parts of the world. Then the last thing, the salaries in Barcelona, if you work for a regular company, are not that high, and the taxes are high. So for me, I think if you come from a Western country like United States or Western Europe or maybe Australia, and you're gonna work here on a Spanish salary, you're kind of downgrading your lifestyle. But if you can get remote work and live here, of course you live a good life. Of course there's still opportunities here, but I think just overall looking at the job market, living here from experience, I see a lot of people struggle, especially if they're non-EU residents. It's hard to get visas, to get sponsorships. So in that sense, I think to build up your career here, it's kind of difficult. But if you're already established and made a lot of money somewhere else in another country, or you have like your remote business, Barcelona is a very good place and comfortable place to have like a nice lifestyle. But if you're just starting from scratch and want to build up your career, maybe it's not the best place to start, but I would say start your career somewhere else and then have some good sources of income and then move to Barcelona. So should you move to Barcelona? In the end, it's all about the lifestyle you want. For me, I think Barcelona is hands down one of the best cities in Europe. It has its pros and cons, but I really enjoy living here. However, I think to grow my career, I'm gonna move in maybe 1 or 2 years to make the next step. So let me know in the comments if you want to move to Barcelona. What do you think about Barcelona? Have you ever been here? And what do you think about the city? Also, if you like this kind of video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Until next time.